everyone and welcome back to Happening by Chance. My name is Mariana and today I am here with a quick flip through of the Snail Marseille on Make playing cards. So as I said, this is an MPC deck and it comes in a box. I really like when creators design the boxes instead of keeping the plain white box. So this one is, the box looks like this. These are the backs of the deck and it just says The Snail Marseille by Lilliam. So this is the title card and these are the backs, and this is a really adorable, interesting deck. I really love it. It's interesting because of the structure, which varies. It is a TDM except for the swords, and it has a little bit of every pattern. So it has type 1, it has type 2, it has some more classic Italian triumphs, but not all. So it's really interesting and it's really cool, and I love it for that. I feel like the creator took what she loves best from every pattern and every style of Marseille, and she put it in her deck. The faces are very Madenier, but it's also very type 1. You will see, it's really cool. So let's go ahead and flip through the triumphs. So you have Le Bateleur, and you can see a little snail here. There are supposed to be snails throughout the deck. I don't know if I'm just really bad at looking for stuff, but I can't find a lot of snails. But no matter, I really love the deck regardless. As you can see, very Madenier in the face, this card. But then you have this one, the Pope and the Papes are my favorite cards in the deck. They are adorable. They look like garden gnomes. I love the little cheeks, the blush in the cheeks. They are adorable. So anyway, this is the Papes, and then this is the Empress, that kind of has a nod to the Charity, but then it's also kind of like the Aphrodite Cupid tradition. Is it Aphrodite? I don't know. I'm not very good with Greek mythology. Then you have the Emperor, and then you have the Pope, who is also adorable and looks like a garden gnome. I love him so much. Then you have the Lovers, and you see with the blindfolded Cupid. Then you have the Chariot with not the scat, and then the horses have more like human-like faces, and everyone has the little blush in the cheeks. Justice, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Strength, Le Pendu, the Hanged One with the Unnamed Triumph, Temperance. The Devil is really funny, the owl creature. And then I love the next card. We have, instead of La Maison Dieu, we have the La Foudre, which I just love. I love this card. I don't know if you've seen the Matronoa Tarot. I paid, this is the only Kickstarter where I have paid like an extra level so that I could get the Foudre card as well as the Tower. This one also has, only has the Foudre instead of the Maison Dieu. And then the Star, also this type of star with the observation, I love. And then it would have been cool to have a Minchiate star, but that would be if I did a deck. The with a side looking moon, and then the sun is just adorable. Look at that. And then we have Judgment. Then we have the World, and the Fool. Really funny. And we have an extra Bacchus card, which is also special to this deck. Let's do the ones. I never remember the order that the pips are supposed to be in. So you have the Ace of Wands, and just before I continue, something I forgot to mention. It seems to me that the creator drew this by hand. I mean, that's pretty obvious. It's hand drawn. But then she scanned the images, and there was no color correction. So they are not white, the backgrounds. I don't know if you've ever either photographed or scanned a white paper, but it gets this like either bluish or yellowish tint to it. That if you scan it and if you do color correction, then you can make it white and you see the difference. But then, so you can see the difference, right? Some of the cards are more yellowish and some are more bluish. Like the backgrounds are not all the same, see? It doesn't bother me because this deck is so charming and it looks very handmade, but I just wanted to show it in case, you know, it does bother you. And the colors are more muted because of the same reason. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we have the Valet, the Cavalier, the Queen, and the King. I'm sorry, between takes I dropped the cards, and so they are no longer in order, and I had to quickly put them back in order. Now let's do the cups, and the cups have these very much hearts are the decoration. It's really beautiful. I really love how the creator represented the polarity of the pips in this deck. I do have a video either coming up or already up, depending on when I upload this flip through, about the polarity in the Marseille pips. If it's already up, I will link it down below. But I really like how she represents that polarity here. And yeah, so 5, 6, 7. See, here it's pretty obvious the difference between the backgrounds. 8, 9, and here you see, like on this side it looks kind of like burnt yellow, but then towards this side it looks white. That to me suggests that it was a photograph rather than a scan. Sometimes that happens. Anyway, as I said, it doesn't really bother me. So the Page, the Knight, Queen, and King. I thought it would bother me, maybe. That's why it took me so long to order the decks, because on screen they do look kind of muted, and I was worried about that. But it doesn't actually bother me. I thought it would, but it doesn't, because it's just such a charming deck. And I feel like because it's so soft and so cute, then the muted colors work. Then let's do the swords, and you will see that it's very obvious the polarity that is being represented. I really love that the ace, the half of the blade, is with color red. That's perfect. It is very, like it has stabbed someone. The and you see the swords are not in a TDM pattern, right? They are all straight swords. They are not curved, and they are not in that TDM pattern. And the decorations are roses with thorns. So again, I really love the polarity being represented with the aggressiveness of the swords. Ballet, the knight, the queen, and the king. And then finally we have the coins. So we have the ace. The two were, as you see, the artist chose to create a pattern instead of the traditional text that would be here with the name of the creator, the date, etc. And that's the whole deck. So to finish, I will just lay out three random cards, just so you can see how they looked laid out. Obviously this is not meant to be a reading or anything. I just literally randomly just grabbed three cards so you can see how they look laid on the table. And there you go. That is the Snail Marseille, which you can buy on NPC.